Hold on, I did something fucked up. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? Y'all let me know. This shit looks a little dark. I gotta fix that. Hold on, y'all. Get my shit right here. Okay, I think we got that straight now. Now let me get over here and see what y'all talking about. Let me see if we... Oh, we good. What is up? Some of y'all already in this motherfucker. Bobby, Bleak, Rant Radio, Jarvis, Malcolm, Brother Dylan, Brandon, Caprice, Shade, David. What is up, Miss Murphy? Can y'all hear? Okay. Y'all saying y'all can hear it, brother. Okay. Man, how the fuck are y'all doing? My shit just went down. What the fuck? Turn my shit up. Let me share the link out. Let everybody know we in here. Before we get into it, let everybody know that we here, and I'm gonna talk about why we here in a minute. Man, let me let people get in the room. While I hit the Van Shoes, what is up? Yes, I just started. I ain't even started yet. I wouldn't even say I started yet. I'm just now getting warmed up. Getting, you know, I'm getting my shoulders loosened up and shit. So we just started. Trisha, what is up? Rich, what's up? Breely, what is up? Actually, Breely, I need to make you. Hold on, let me fix this. Let me bang. Breely. Mad love to Breely. Share G, what is up? Okay. We got some people in here. Let me turn this down so we can talk. Let me turn this down so we can talk, y'all. Listen, we got some people in here, and a lot of people don't know that I'm over here. My main channel was suspended as per me live streaming there, suspended for 90 days. So Tarita, what is up? Of course, y'all hit that like button for a brother. Spread the word, let them know where we at. But they suspended me from live streaming over there. So I'm going to have to stream on this channel. People going to be looking for me. I'm putting the information out there so that people know where I am. But people ain't following me on Instagram like they fucking supposed to. You know, you give people simple instructions, you know, they don't follow me, so they don't know what's going on. So just know this is where I'll be doing my live streams from for the next 90 fucking days. I'll be still uploading videos. I can still have the ability to upload to my main channel, but I can't live stream from there. They're holding me the fuck back. Even some of y'all that watch some of my video game, watch me play Call of Duty online sometimes, even those live streams will be over here until fucking further notice. Right now it's 90 days. So just fuck with me, bear with me. Y'all sub to this channel, let everybody know to sub to this channel. That way, you know, everybody know where we meeting at. So Regina, it's your first time. Hope you enjoy yourself. Y'all listen, I want to first talk about Black people and their political heroes. Okay. We like to deem, and this is a common thing with Black people. 2008, Breeny, they suspended me. Well, shit. They suspended me because they said I copyright infringed Oprah's Golden Globe speech. So that's what they got me for. Copyright infringed. Even though, if you notice, y'all didn't see that video, right? Y'all didn't see that video because I shared the video with myself in a private, you know, private sharing with myself on my other computer just to get the screen sharing right. So it was a private video, nothing going on, and I deleted it immediately once I was done because it was just a test video, just so I can get my screen share shit right. And they deleted me, or they gave me a copyright strike and suspended me 90 days for that. So maybe, you know, I can't say, you know, I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, and I'm trying to appeal like, yo, I'll share it with myself. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, did nobody else even see it? It is what it is. But that's what they suspended me for. But whatever. The show must motherfucking go on. So we're gonna get it in. Black people have a habit of appointing black political heroes day to day, week to week. Today, it made it to be Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, right? I'm going to play y'all his little snippet of his speech that I got up on my Instagram page. Again, y'all follow me on Instagram. Links in the fucking description box. Stop bullshit. I'm going to play y'all this link. Y'all be able to hear it. This is what made him black people's hero today.
The commander-in-chief in an Oval Office meeting referring to people from African countries and Haitians with the most vile and vulgar language. The language festers. When ignorance and bigotry is allied with power, it is a dangerous force in our country. Your silence and your amnesia is complicity. Right now in our nation, we have a problem, and for you not to feel that hurt and that pain and to dismiss some of the questions of my colleagues, saying I've already answered that line of questions when tens of millions of Americans are hurting right now because of what they're worried about what happened in the White House. That's unacceptable to me. There are threats in this country. Mr. Chairman, I'm grateful to be on this committee. I'm more than ever today happy I'm here. The commander-in-chief.
Okay. Listen, so today, Senator Booker was black folks' hero. Now, just because he's talking about Trump. Now, Trump is, you know, he is the guy, the go-to guy right now. He's talking about, you know, this white bitch's silence, his complicity. Motherfucker, before Donald Trump was president, black people been getting referred to disrespectfully. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck. Now, all of a sudden, here he comes, even though he won't, what he's not saying, what a lot of black people don't know about him. And I had this meme pulled up here, but you can look this information up. It's real shit. This motherfucker here voted against allowing Americans to get cheaper drugs from Canada. Also received over $250,000 from Big Farm over the past 6 years. So he taking payments from Big Farm. A lot of these goddamn holistic doctors coming up missing. Don't hear him being too passionate about that. He's worried about, just like most people are worried about, they're worried about what the fuck Donald Trump said allegedly about would be these shithole countries. That's all people can talk about right now. Like racism is motherfucking new. Now he's outraged. What the fuck did he do for New Jersey? Did anybody have, did anything happen in New Jersey while he was there? Black people have a real serious issue with appointing political leaders and political heroes every fucking week just because they're black and they're saying something. Oh, I don't like racism. That's all they have to fucking say. And if they do that, then apparently they're a goddamn freedom fighter. This motherfucker didn't do shit for black people in New Jersey while he was up there in office. Ain't done shit but take payouts from Big Farm. How the fuck is he the spokesman for black people all of a sudden? We too easy of a crowd. I made a post about this, us being so easy of a crowd, not only with our own people, but even fucking random ass white people. I saw a post here on, I think it might have been the Shade Room or some shit like that, where some black dude is standing next to Flo, the white bitch from Progressive. All right. The white bitch from Progressive, Flo. And of course, black people are not talking about inviting her to a goddamn cookout. Now, all it takes, and this is how easy we are, all a white person has to do is slightly appropriate American Negro culture in some type of way, or have the ability to stand next to a black person without spitting on them or calling them a nigger, smile just hard enough, and they can come to a goddamn cookout. They can infiltrate anything that black people are a part of. And we advertise that we're this fucking stupid all the time. We fall for tricks from black politicians, black people running their fucking mouths. Any white person can come be at our fucking cookouts, barbecues, whatever the fuck we're having. White folk can come get it. Everybody can get it in with us. Because one thing that we don't do, one thing that we still are failing to do is vet people that we allow to be in our circles. Vet people that we uphold to represent us as a people. We don't vet them. Nobody vetted this motherfucker. They got a little snippet of him saying some shit to a white bitch, and now all of a sudden he a hero. Flo can come to the cookout. Y'all were just happy the white bitch, the racist white bitch, Tommy Lauren, was rapping some of 21 Savage's song. All of a sudden, you know, black men, coon motherfuckers out here, you know, fucking with her, want to fuck with her because she rapping a little bit of a goddamn black song. We show how stupid we are via social media. Social media has been a powerful tool for us to use to spread information. It has also allowed us to make ourselves look fucking stupid. We're continuing to fall for these types of tricks. Politicians know they ain't got to do them but say a couple talking points. They ain't really got to do anything, and they have black people support. Hell, black people was supporting Hillary. Now everybody's enemy is Trump. So anybody that comes out here and says anything against Trump, well, black people will put them up on their fucking shoulders and parade them around like they're goddamn heroes. When this shit been going on for too goddamn long. Those countries got to be shithole countries via other legislation. All these other goddamn presidents that nobody seemed to have a goddamn problem with. But now all of a sudden, everybody can come fuck with black folk for just saying a little something and taking a picture with one of us, rapping a goddamn rap song. It's that easy to come fuck with us. We've made it that easy to come fuck with us. You're invited to our inner circle this way. When will this shit stop? I don't understand black people. Like, it's almost like we fall. It's the same types of tricks, the same moves, the same plays being worked constantly. And we have yet to look around like, yo, maybe we should change. Maybe we should change our vetting process. Maybe we should change some things. Let me tell y'all about this show that's coming out. I couldn't find it. They have a page on Instagram. I'm going to talk about this fucking show and how disgusting BET is. And understand that the B in BET means nothing now but blackface. The B means blackface. It's been meaning blackface for a while now. White people run BET. Some of y'all cut me off and say, it's the Jews, Rob. White people run BET. Now, what they've done, what BET has done, and this is what's sad to me is that black people are supporting this, is they have a show coming out called Black Card Revoked. They have a show coming out called Black Card Revoked. I was sent this by one of my homeboys over on Instagram. All right. Again, follow me on fucking Instagram. Quit bullshit. I was sent this over on Instagram. I saw the fucking trailer. Here's what the show is. Some of y'all may have played the board game before. Don't know if you have or not. I never played the shit. It's complete and utter bullshit. But what the show is, it brings the board game into reality. Puts black people on a fucking show where they're having their black card revoked for not knowing stereotypical things about the would-be black community. If you don't know what a government cheese sandwich, I saw a snippet that said, and I wish I could play it, but the shit won't play for me. I believe they're trying to hold me back because they knew I was going to come for their ass. But if you don't know what a government cheese sandwich is, your black card is revoked. Not if you don't know who Nat Turner is. Not if you don't know anything about the teachers of Marcus Garvey. Not if you don't know anything about Malcolm X. If you don't know what the fuck a government cheese sandwich is, your black card is revoked. Doesn't make any sense. If you don't know that you know, fried chicken and goddamn grape Kool-Aid, grape soda, and this type of bullshit, if you don't know that, you lose your goddamn black card. I'm seeing comments on it. All these black, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait till a show like that come out. I've been waiting for something like this. Have you? Really? Because this is the type of shit they're putting on TV all the goddamn time. Now we'll say, well, we're not these stereotypes, but here we'll come out with a show that shows these stereotypes. If you don't know these stereotypes, if you're not aware of this black knowledge, then your black card is revoked. And black people will be supporting this in large number. Understand how we look at it. It's early in 2018. The show debuts tomorrow. Early. In the 2018, this is where the fuck we are. Black Card Revoked, a real motherfucking show. Coon's still out here running amok. They fucked around and did an interview with the parents of the little boy that did the H&M shit. I posted about this on my Facebook page. They did an interview. I would play the fucking interview, but just hearing their fucking voices bothers me. So I won't play the fucking interview. They come out and what they're saying is they've had to move out of their home over racist ad backlash. They'd have had to move. Now they're the goddamn victim after they allowed their son to be used as a fucking pawn. Everybody else is mad. The mom is still contending, and the dad, that they see nothing wrong with what was going on. They saw nothing wrong with that at all. They didn't know. And a lot of people are using this as an excuse. They're saying, well, those people didn't know that black people were called, been falsely compared to monkeys and shit like this. This is what they're saying. I'm not letting motherfuckers off the hook with excuses like that. And I really don't give a fuck about what they're going through as far as backlash. They should have known better. And hopefully now that it's been brought to the forefront, more black people will, spread that. Look, this is some bullshit right here. You sell your fucking child out in front of everybody, we might call you out about it. And we might not have no goddamn mercy on your motherfucking ass, because that's what the fuck we need to do. We should have been did this by now. In 2018, we probably wouldn't even have to do it. We should have been calling out coons since forever. Should have been something that we do. Been something that's shamed in the black community to not have knowledge. That should have been something that ain't cool. To not know what the fuck as you go out here and represent the people, that should have been something that's not cool. We're picking up on steam now. It's happening now. And I'm not going to say I'm not proud of that. But man, this shit should have been happening since before I was born, because if you study the history, coons have been existing for a long fucking time. And in particular, we've had a tendency to look over the motherland. We've had a tendency to look over, people that's from Africa, in Africa. We had a tendency to look over that, but now we catching up with that too. They should have been getting called out. It's time out for this fucking bullshit that's going on out here. These tricks that we allowed to be played. This black pride shit that's not really cool like that amongst the people, People just run around here doing any goddamn things. We have to make this shit cool. Not only for ourselves, but for our kids. Our kids need to see this shit, because if not, we'll have fuck boys out here representing the people. I go to a picture of this fuck boy. I don't know if y'all can see him. His name is Offset. His name is Offset. What's up, Cynthia? His name is Offset. If we allow this bullshit to continue to happen, and some of y'all may not be able to see the picture clearly, I'm going to try to turn this a little more, possibly so y'all can see this motherfucker. We have allowed black men to be represented by this form of bullshit. If you can't see it clearly there, what's happening here is they caught him slipping coming off of a plane. He's has on some bitch ass, gay ass slippers, pants that got his ankles showing down here. But furthermore, he has a purse. A purse. Now, of course, people say I'm too hard. They say I'm too hard on black men out here doing this gay ass shit. They say that gender roles was a discovery by the white man. So therefore, black men should be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do. I disagree. And I will continue to. If we don't be careful, we'll have these motherfuckers representing who we are. Which that's what they have been doing. It's time for us to really take this shit back over. Because as we allow them to be black men for the team, it looks like we don't got no fucking rules. This man got a goddamn purse, but it's Gucci, I believe, based on the print. I could be wrong. Could be Louis V. I don't know. LV, some shit. I don't know what it is. But I mean, come on, man. This what we doing? This shit's getting to be more and more prevalent. It's being allowed. I don't understand this shit. Fresh off of people celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King's holiday. We fresh off of that. You think that would give us something. You know, it should infuriate us every fucking year. We should become furious with the fact that here is a holiday that they do honor for a man that they assassinated. That should infuriate us. It should make us be more prideful, but it's not happening at a rate that's fast enough to me. We're going to be up on Black History Month here soon. Understandably, Black History Month is coming. But one thing about Black History Month and even Martin Luther King Day and what all of this is not doing for Black people is making us be more and more prideful, making us have more of a militant mindset as where we stand per our goals, our missions, our information that's real. I had a white motherfucker tell me this. Let me tell you this shit right here. I had a white motherfucker tell me, a racist white motherfucker. They commented on one of my videos and they said some shit like, well, and it was two posts. They said some shit like, well, what are y'all Black people going to do about gangs killing each other? This is what they said. And then they turned around and said, Martin Luther King Jr. wouldn't have wanted you to be this racist, right? This is what you got to, this is the types of comments you have to deal with. And when white folk hit you with this gang conversation, when they start talking about, they want to do this black on black bullshit, they want to do that. It's time now that they shouldn't be able to do that shit because Black people are ready with information. You have to challenge these white motherfuckers to know their history as well. Ask them who were the first gangs in America. That was my question. I mean, who was the first gangs in America? Irish, Italian, Polish. There would be European immigrants, aka white folk. These were the first gangs in America. The first crime, the first gang violence was white folk. That's what it was. You ever seen the movie Gangs of New York? Started up in New York. These motherfuckers, we have to be tight on our information because these motherfuckers been using these same talking points and they've been getting away with it for too long. Too long they've been getting away with this shit. It's not a matter of you being racist per se. It's a matter of, well, motherfucker, this is the goddamn history. It was y'all. One thing that the government did for y'all differently than it did for Black folk, though, when the Latinos started forming gangs, and Black people started forming gangs, they started putting prisons and police stations all around the gangs. What they did for white folk, though, was a little different. They got tired of putting all the white men in prisons, in jails. So what they did was teach them trades, educate them to give them a different way of life as to being in a gang. That's what they did for white folk. That's what the white establishment did for their fellow Europeans. That's what they did. They didn't do that for Black folk. They didn't do that for Hispanic folk. They didn't do that. They even allowed gangs to have political power. That's where you talk about Al Capone and, the prohibition and what they went through with all that. These motherfucking mob bosses had political power. These type white folk y'all was this type of corruption that y'all been doing since you got here. The first gangs was y'all. The first gang violence was y'all. Y'all just had a different plan in place for your own people than you got for Black folk. That's what you got to do. You have to understand this information. So when these motherfuckers say something to you, able to, okay, motherfucker, well, let's go back a little ways and see what happened and how you want to ask me how the fuck should we deal with black on black gang violence? Well, let's take a look at how white folk dealt with white on white gang violence. Why did they deal with our situation the same way? You see, it's how you shut these motherfuckers down. And then they want to use that MLK. Every time his birthday come up, they want to shame Black people for being militant in any type of way. I want to tell y'all about this I Have a Dream shit, They want to talk about all this shit. But they don't know who Martin Luther King was becoming. The reason that they had to assassinate him. The reason that the government was found guilty of assassinating him in 1999. White folk don't even give a fuck about this information. They want to keep jumping off at us. We talking crazy. They don't care about the real information. This is per their own history books, per their own records. They want to talk about Martin Luther King. They want to say random ass shit, but we got to be ready. And that's what I'm hoping that not only me, but everybody that's on YouTube put this information out. This is what you got to arm yourself with in the face of these motherfuckers, because they coming. Anytime you try to speak out, they coming. And you have to know this stuff to defend yourself. We have to find our pride. In 2018, it's early on. I'm calling out for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling out for it. We got to find our pride and have pride in the information that we know and be able to see these fucking games that they're playing on us all the time, because they're constantly playing games. Right now, it's the Donald Trump game. It's the who can hate Donald Trump the most game. This is the game that's being played. But like I quoted in a video I did, or a live stream I did on Facebook, last week, is this racism been happening? Ain't nobody been mad, but they mad now. That should alarm black people. That should be something that we look at, and that should alarm black people. Like, okay, what the fuck is going on? These white motherfuckers ain't been mad about racism. They mad now? Racism happening every fucking day. You got this white bitch down in goddamn, what was it, Alabama? University of Alabama. Some white bitch that made a video on MLK Jr. Day, same nigger over and over, getting basic, regular, racist white folk shit. This happening every motherfucking day. Shit's been like this for a long time. Now y'all mad? Be mindful of the motherfuckers that's mad right now, now that it's convenient. Now they can use it for political clout because they have a common enemy. Be mindful of that before you align yourself with random ass people talking about racism. We have to be mindful of that. And that's on us. That ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy. That ain't white folks' responsibility to come oversee this for us. This is something that we must do ourselves. Motherfuckers been warning people about agents for too long for us to still be susceptible to these same tactics. Let me read some of y'all's comments before I continue, because I know y'all, I see y'all over here going ham. Mad love to everybody that's here. Everybody that made it in tonight. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. Mad love. Let me read some of y'all's comments. Let me go up some ways, because y'all been going ham. Some of y'all saying, preach, Rob. It's goddamn church. What's the fuck going on around here? It's goddamn church. Candy Girl says that they also gave them land, jobs, and white privilege. Most definitely. Most definitely. These white gang members that came in at the beginning, they were able to get a lot of things going for them because they had people that look like them running the goddamn government looking out for them. Blacks and Hispanics, not so much. Actually, Hispanics was forming gangs before black people were. But it was a matter of them facing discrimination, so they clicked together that way. So that's what caused them to do it. Most definitely. Right. Cher G said they was killing each other like a motherfucker. They was. That's what they did. That's what they did, but they want to sit around and talk about us. Hell, they still doing that shit right now. And they still want to sit around talking about us. To somehow deflect off of, okay, well, how do you explain this motherfucker? You come talking shit to me. And that's the thing about the motherfuckers. They'll come to you. You ain't even talking to them. You could be on your page posting, minding your goddamn business, you know. They come talking to you on your goddamn page. They come talking to you on your page. Right. These motherfuckers, man, we have to be, as black people, we have to tighten the fuck up. That's what we have to do. Because we are letting a lot of misinformation get out here about us, about our people, and we're allowing it to be okay. We're allowing it to be okay. I'm the boss says we face discrimination all day. How come we can't click together? Well, if you actually look at the history of even the would-be gangs, what they became, the Bloods and the Crips and the things that you may see is, well, this black folks started shit. It didn't start off as no violent shit. And actually, that's what it was. These were just homies, cousins, family members that just hung out and looked out for the community. And it was really a matter of, well, ain't nobody else policing our communities. Well, we're going to form together and police our communities over here. Wasn't no beef. Wasn't no, as soon as I see a motherfucker with red on, I shoot him or forget the violence and all that shit. That wasn't, if you study the history and look up the history, do anything like that, that wasn't always what it was. We was like that. You know what I'm saying? But black people have allowed agents and white people to come in and influence our behavior to our detriment. That's what we do. We're still doing it right now. White folk can come here and say anything. A goddamn blackface agent can come in here and do anything. Do any motherfucking thing. And we'll react to what the motherfucker did. Right? For example, let's say I see that blacks is getting along. I see that the Bloods is getting along. I see that the Crips getting along. These black people, they together, the Black Power, Black Pride. I work for the white man. I work for the government, right? This is where I chose to work for the government. White man comes to me and says, man, look, I need you to infiltrate these gangs. And let's say I'm a Crip or whatever. I need you to shoot one of those Bloods real quick, okay? So I need you. I'll pay you. You ain't got to work for it. I'll pay you. Just go shoot one of the motherfuckers, and we'll use that to cause all the friction between the two. You see, retaliation, fake ass drive-bys. I mean, they use all types of tactics, but we just the easy targets because we so quick to hate one another. We don't question hate between us. Now we slow to hate anybody white. We real slow to hate them. Real slow to, even though historically you have every reason to. Not saying you should run around hating all white folk or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is we real quick, when it's you and me, black men, black women, that's the reason we have this going on between us all the time right now. We quick to hate and throw under the goddamn bus and turn our fucking backs and keep moving. That's a flaw in ourselves that we have not rectified yet. Why are we so quick to do that to one another? And what the government has been able to do is play off of that. They know, they study us. They know everything about us. They study us. They know our strengths. They know our weaknesses. So they play off of that. Let me send somebody in to fuck shit up real quick. They'll fall for it. They don't care. Black person, they'll just shoot, won't ask any questions. Next week, it'll be a retaliation shooting, and then shit's rolling. Now we rolling. Easy. We're easy target because we lack pride, and we don't even try to think about, okay, well, how does this affect the big picture? We don't think about that. That's not something we even concern ourselves with. We react into every goddamn thing. That's what we do. That's what makes us easy targets. That's why we not coming together. That's what's causing us to have these type of issues. And we're so fucking stupid that we can't look around like, man, they playing the same games. We can't do that. Even though they are, we have not. I mean, you think it would take nothing. I don't think I'm the brightest goddamn bulb in the box. It took nothing. Well, goddamn, these motherfuckers playing the same games. Let me try to make some adjustments, you know, refocus my energy for my people. You know, shouldn't take anything for us to do, but we can't do it. We cannot do it. We're supreme beings that can't get over our own minds. And that's a problem. This is why I go so hard. That's why I feel like the mind is so important. And even Malcolm X said that shit. And I told you I was going to be using that phrase or that statement from Malcolm. That's the greatest mistake that we make, is trying to get people who are asleep, people who don't give a fuck, to do things before waking them up. We have to wake the fuck up. This post-traumatic slave syndrome that we're suffering from, we got to snap out of that shit. The treatment process. We got to snap out of this bullshit, or all these tactics will continue to work on us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's how it is. That's just how it is. Right. Some of y'all know we are too emotional. We too ready. Too ready to hate each other. Too ready to hate each other when that's something we do to each other, we should notice, well, why ain't I as quick to hate this white person? Why ain't I as quick to do that? They the ones denying me the loan. They the ones firing me from my job. They the ones that won't hire me. Why am I so mad at him? Why am I mean mugging him? He in the same struggle as me. Whether he realizes it or not, he's in the same struggle as me. She's in the same struggle as me. Why am I hating on her? Why am I talking shit about her? But then you got these shows on TV, glamorize us fighting each other and shit like that. We watch this stuff too. Into our spirit, lowers our frequency, lowers our vibrations. We don't understand it. We think TV just out here, just some entertainment bullshit. Well, this is why this stuff is perpetuated amongst us the way that it is. This is why when I talk about things, I try to talk about both sides of things, because this war that we have between each other is dumb and it needs to stop. And we need to be fucking shutting down coons at the goddamn door. They should be shut the fuck down. And we should have snipers on the roof taking them bitches off on the lawn. Fuck that shit. Fuck even getting to the door. Because these motherfuckers have been, look, they have crippled every movement we've ever had. From even trying to escape off of the goddamn plantation. They've crippled every goddamn movement. They've sabotaged every movement we've ever had. All black people ain't for you. And particularly be careful of these white or these black people that white people are giving awards to. Malcolm X told y'all that too. This motherfucker was a goddamn prophet. Be mindful of people when they're getting keys to the goddamn city and all these little awards and shit like that from white folk. Be mindful of that. Because what white folk telling you when they hand them that award and they smiling at them and shit like that, oh, this a good nigga here. I can use him to influence the rest of you niggas. So I'm gonna give him this little award, you know, have him come out here and do some bullshit, say some bullshit. Black people will rally behind him. They don't care, right? That's what the fuck is going on out here. And we still think it's a goddamn game. I saw an article about the senator of, God damn, I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to y'all, so I'm going to look it the fuck up. The lady from Georgia. The lady from Georgia. This lady. What's her damn name? Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Keisha Bottoms has hired Killer Mike and T.I. to be a part of her little team. To be down with her team. Now, some of y'all are big supporters of Killer Mike, and I understand that. I get it. Killer Mike's y'all's boy. He earned the trust in the people. But Killer Mike also won an award, or actually won the key to the city, and I forget exactly which state that he won it. It might have been Georgia. But when he did that, and I don't really fuck with Killer Mike anyway. I really don't. Y'all trust him. I can't trust him because I can't take a guy seriously that yells at black people about fishing and hunting and tries to shame black people for not knowing how to fish and hunt, which I understand that. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing in the woods, I get that. But you talking about fishing and hunting, my nigga, and I can see your titties through your shirt. What you doing in the woods? How can you be yelling, talking about what black people can do? And you can't, I highly doubt you can even run a mile. I highly doubt that. Half a mile even. Quarter mile even. But here you are yelling at people, but you ain't losing no goddamn weight at all. I can't take him seriously. That and white people giving him awards. Can't take him seriously. I can't. I do respect he wants to talk about black banks, but he was also out here, had Bernie Sanders dick all the way in his mouth. Had Bernie Sanders dick all the way in his goddamn mouth. Was shaming black people for not supporting Bernie Sanders. Well, Killer Mike, what did Bernie Sanders do for the people up in Vermont while he was up there in office? Hell, like before black people up there, he didn't do shit for the 4 black people he had up in Vermont. 4 black people in Vermont, Bernie Sanders ain't do shit for none of them, but Killer Mike was trying to shame you to go vote for. Vote for Bernie Sanders. I don't trust people that will tell you to vote, black people in particular, will tell you to go vote for white folk when they have no record of doing anything for black people. What Killer Mike and what people were saying was that Bernie Sanders marched with Martin Luther King Jr. So that was enough. He did that when he was, you know, a young boy. He walked around Martin Luther King without spitting on black people, right? He did that. So that makes him, well, what the fuck did you do for the four black people you had? And then T.I. I'm just like, T.I., okay. T.I., okay, somebody else, a well-off rich black person coming to advise Miss Bottoms on policy. Because T.I. is Atlanta, apparently. This is the idea that's had. Let me pull this article up here. Says rappers T.I.
When it comes to
hold on,
getting the best service,
dumbass fucking advertisement off. Rappers T.I., Killer Mike among pastors, CEOs, and education leaders on mayoral transition team. Now, what do we know about rich black people and their contribution to what's really going on with black people in society? What do we know about them? What do we know about what they do? What do we know about what they add to the game? Black people have been appointed to be rich for a while now. Ain't much changing for black people. So clearly they're ineffective, controlled opposition even, some will call them. So she goes against T.I., Killer Mike, pastors, preachers. We all know that the stronghold that the church has had on the minds of black people, pushing this false ass religion. CEOs, what the fuck is, if you're going to have or try to impress me with some type of team, you go down and talk to the grassroots leaders that are working within the neighborhoods. You don't go get Killer Mike. You don't go get T.I. You don't go get no goddamn pastors, CEOs, and black people are touting this as a win. It's like, you know, sometimes my head wants to fucking explode because it's like we can't see. We just celebrate everything. Oh, she's black. Yay. She got some black folk to stand around her in a circle. Yay. Like we do that shit. We do that shit all the fucking time. T.I., I'm here for it. You see this type of shit? Like, what the fuck? You're here for T.I.? What about Immortal Technique? I know he's a rapper dude that's supposed to be somewhat political. I've listened to some of his stuff. He seems to be, you know, a decent, you know, intelligent dude. You know, I don't know if he's fully black or not. I forget. I can't see his face in my head, but get somebody that actually be speaking that knowledge, bar none, all the time. I can't deal with a hypocrite like Killer Mike who tells black people to go hunt, and this bitch ass nigga can't hunt himself. Can't deal with him on that level. T.I. was standing outside of a restaurant boycotting when this motherfucker's a millionaire. Why are you begging white people to get into that goddamn restaurant? That's the same type tactics you're going to be teaching Lisa Bottom. That's the same type of tactics you would have to be teaching her to beg white folk to let y'all in instead of building your own. You rich. You have no reason to be begging white people to do anything for you. But this is her team, black people celebrating. Pro-black pages congratulating. They dropped the goddamn confetti over this shit. Balloons and everything. Whole nine. But I'm a goddamn hater. I don't know what the fuck I be talking about. What the fuck is going on with us? Why are we continuing to fall for these same tricks? But ain't nobody paying attention. Everybody was just happy that she got elected. And now she got rappers on her side, pastors on her side. Black people going to be asleep. They're going to be asleep as fuck. Because that's the power of black people in politics. Just like this senator that y'all made the hero of the week, the Superman of the week for black folk. That's goddamn Senator Cory Booker. He's a goddamn senator. Y'all made him a goddamn hero this week. Y'all keep falling for these same tricks. We're not showing that we're getting to be intelligent. We're continuing to celebrate blackface, fall for the same tricks. That was the mistake of many of our black leaders, our would-be black leaders in the past. That was the mistake of Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all just got through celebrating him. He thought everybody around him was good. He should have checked Jesse down a little bit harder than he did. Should have checked him down a little bit. Should have checked around the black faces that was around him, who was really on his fucking team. He should have checked instead of just trusting blackface. Instead of running around trying to, integrate with white folk, because that allows them to infiltrate you. Once you integrate, it's infiltration. That's what it is. That's happened too many times, and we still falling for the same bullshit tactics. White people aren't having to change up their tactics in any type of way whatsoever. We're not challenging him. Let me read some more of y'all's comments. Let us say Rob need to run for office. Yeah, right. Walk in that bitch and kick the goddamn door down. I ain't running for that shit. I ain't no way I wouldn't be able to make it. I care about people too much. And if you run, if you're a politician, even if you watch some of these shows, I've been watching a show, these political shows, you'll see how they try to make it seem like politics work versus on TV versus how they work in real life. I've been watching a show called God damn it, either it's The Lone Survivor or The Last Survivor. Got Kiefer Sutherland in there. It's the dude from 24 is in there. And politics it's a game, man. It's all a fucking game. Shit's not real. It has no true power. It's a game, yo. You can't care about people and do that shit. You can't, because you'll get knocked the fuck off. That's what I watch them do on TV. God damn it, that's what they do in real life. If you ask me, they will knock you the fuck off if you go too hard for the people, because they'll let you do a little something for the people. They'll let you. But if you come out and try to inform people, what they call whistleblowers, they'll kill them. They'll kill them right there. That's what politics is. If you tell the truth, if you stand up for humanity, if you stand up for people, you will get fucked up. That's what this is. So you have to understand that shit. You have to understand that. They show y'all what they about on these shows. That's for damn sure. They show y'all what they're about on these shows. And we are sitting out here as black people and we're ignoring this. Maybe we too focused. We too busy believing that love and hip hop is real. Maybe that's what it is. To really pay attention to what's going on out here. We pay attention to the wrong shit. We get caught up in the wrong types of vibrations that we're allowing to be taken into our mind. I'm not knocking everybody that watch these dumbass fucking shows, but I am saying you should fucking stop. Scale back, put some knowledge into your mind, read some fucking, do some research, follow some pages that's putting information out here, research the information that you're getting from people. God damn it.
With superior
Just fucking, just jump right out on a motherfucker. They don't even give a damn. Fuck. Fuck. But we have to continue to be vigilant, and it's the job of the would-be conscious people to spread that around. No matter how frustrating it is for us, we got to spread it around. We got to plant these seeds in the minds of people, because you never know. I've been getting a lot of messages this week. This week in particular, a lot of messages about people, they're appreciating what I'm doing. They're appreciating me just opening their mind up just a tad, just enough for them to go, Google search some shit or do some research or read something. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, and that's what we have to do as conscious people. Look, I think Kwame Ture said that. Stokely Carmichael said that. It's the job of the conscious. It's the job of the conscious to make the unconscious conscious. I believe that. That's our job. That's something you pick up when you decide to live this life, when you decide to walk this path, you pick that up with it. and you move. And that's what you try to do. But, you know, let me see what y'all got going on. Right, Red Radio, absolutely. People mad as fuck about H&M and still watching Love of Hip Hop. Hell, people happy that H&M shut down their stores in South Africa. That's a goddamn victory to people. South Africa being the Africa period been getting raped so much for centuries now, and motherfuckers mad that the goddamn clothing store shut down. That's how you know we just, you know, our mind ain't even. It's not where it needs to be. It's not. You go vandalize an H&M store, tear it down. Okay, your country's still being raped of its natural resources every day, and those people are straight. Your people, those people straight. Somebody said what my shirt say. I'm not going to go no 10,000 miles to help murder and kill other poor people. Muhammad Ali. Today was his birthday. So I decided to pay some type of homage to Muhammad Ali. One of the few athletes that I actually respected. One of the few athletes that actually stood, didn't give a fuck about money, that stood for the people. That stood for the people. So that's why I got on the Muhammad Ali shirt. Very, very few, if any, of these entertainers and shit that I can respect. I can't respect them. Muhammad Ali, he didn't give a fuck, man. And one of the speeches, he's sitting on a boat with a white man. I've shared it on my channel here. I've shared that on my channel here. I've shared that on my channel here, and he talks about the fact that, well, basically, if a black person is suffering, then me being a world champion don't mean shit. Me having money don't mean shit. Don't nothing mean shit if my people suffering. All this money don't mean a goddamn thing if my people suffering. I respect the fuck out of that, because you're not about to hear no shit like that from these guys today. You're not going to hear about it. You're not going to hear about it. Somebody asked me a fucking question. Bougie, whatever the fuck your last name is, says, Rob, you talk about the private industry. I think, okay, I'm going to start over. Rob, you talk about the private industry. Do you know what percent of federal and state prisons are private? Do you know what percentage of inmates are held in private prisons? I do not know the exact percentages right off the top of my head, but I know that's something you could just look up real quick. And more so, and even when you go look up the information about private prisons, you have to think about the fact that they're allowing, you know, companies to use labor from people that are in prisons, private or not. You have to think about that. What Michelle Alexander deemed new slavery, which is what it is. You have to think about that as well. Even outside of you being able to invest on the stock market into private prisons, you have to look at the fact that they are working, tilling fields, picking up trash, goddamn furniture, license plates. They are using these guys, using their labor. And when they get out, good chance they ain't gonna be able to find a goddamn job, because that's how fucked up it is. Like, they'll let them work and slave them out inside of a prison. But when they get out, that felony may stop them from getting a job. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, it's gonna stop them from getting a goddamn job. That's how you get these second-time offenders. You know what I'm saying? But I do not know the exact. Regina, I did not quit smoking blacks. I did not. If you were excited about it, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I did not do that. Right, Devontae. I mean, I don't know what type of question the homie was trying to ask me. He said, you can invest in private prisons on the stock market. How can you guarantee prisoners? That alone should be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's 1%, that 1% is black folk. That should make you mad. Regardless of the percentage, if you don't know it's higher than that, that should make you mad. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That should be a very serious problem for people. But I guess if it's not 100% private prisons, then I should have no issue with it. It should be okay. Maybe that's the point the guy was trying to make. I don't know. I have no idea what point he was trying to make. Kevin Grisham, you're absolutely right. Said we need a black revolutionary. All we have these days are suckers and opportunities. And I'm gonna take it a step further. We all need to become the black revolutionary that we need. You see what I'm saying? That's what I believe in. Like we don't need a per se black revolutionary. We need everybody to have that revolutionary principles in their hearts, in their soul, in their spirits, passing down to our kids. So everybody is on board, you see, or at least most people. You see what I'm saying? Most people is what we need that on. We need to have that on board. So it's, you know, if we do that, they can't fuck with us. And there's a lot of people out here making money off this shit. There's a lot of people out here that are using this to make money and all that shit, and, you know, selling information that I feel like, you know, information should be relatively free, you know, if anything. But there's a lot of people doing it. But that's where our discernment comes in. That's where we come in. You know, again, I'm not going to keep, and I told y'all this about these pastors, and I'm going to say the same thing about these swilling ass pro-black would-be revolutionaries. It's not their job. It's yours. It's the people's to look at them and say, well, nah, that's not nobody's job but ours. Same way with the goddamn preacher man. I'm not going to keep looking at him and not looking down into his congregation and having an issue with them as to how the fuck they got there. How are they still sitting there? That's our job. And that's the job that we're failing to do. That's the job we're failing to do. We don't give the right people enough attention. We give, you know, of course, celebrities got our attention. We give these goddamn swindlers our attention. And that's not anybody's fault but ours, because we choose who to hoist up in the black community. That's our choice. Hell, by tomorrow, I could have 2 million fucking followers. You know, I could have 2 million followers tomorrow. If that was what black people wanted to happen. That's not what black people want to happen. They're going to hoist up some fuck boy and then be mad when it comes out that he's a fuck boy. That's what black people like to do. That's the type of shit that we're into. That's not nobody's fault but ours. That's a choice we make because we into fuck boys. That's what we like. Something about them. I don't know. Maybe they got a little shine about them. I don't know. There are plenty of pages I see here just on YouTube alone that should have huge followings. I'm talking about enormous followings, but they don't. But they don't. Because black people like to be sold something. You can't just come on here and teach. You can't come on here and just teach. Black people like to be sold. Well, I got 8 books out. I got 10 DVDs out. That's what validates people to us. That's not their fault. That's us. We like to be sold on a product. A lot of times, if you're not even standing on a team of some kind, whether you RBG, whether you Pan-African, whether you Moor, whether you Israelite, if you're not standing on a team, people don't even take you seriously a lot of times. If you just out here, independent thinker, free thinker, you know, self-taught, just out here getting the information, people don't even want to fuck with that. Got to be selling something all the time. Can't just be a real person and just speak from your heart and chill. We don't fuck with that like that. Elaine Lloyd said, what's a fuck boy? I'm trying to think of a comparison to put it to. A lame ass nigga? Is that it's synonymous with lame ass nigga? If that reels it in for you, it's synonymous with that. It's synonymous with that. With lame ass, bitch ass, hoe ass, mark ass, fuck boy ass niggas. Like all of that can just be, you can just keep, you know, just building on itself. Punk ass, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can do all types of shit, but it's the same thing. Luke K says, Rob, why do sisters find niggas like Little Uzi Vert and Odell Beckham sexy? I don't know, bro. You gotta ask them. You asking me? You gotta ask them. I have no idea. I've been trying to figure it out my goddamn self. No idea. Don't know why women find those guys sexy. You have to ask the women what and why. I have no idea. Rant Radio says, your thoughts on Taraji making a movie on Emmett Till? Well, shit. I can't knock her for doing it. You know, if it's gonna, but the thing about the story is, at the end of that movie, black people still lose. You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing movies where at the end of the day, black people still lose. And that's what that movie is going to be. The same thing with the movie Detroit that everybody was talking about coming out to watch and going to support that. Black people still lose. And I personally don't want to watch something where black people are losing. I won't knock her for doing so. She can do whatever she got to do. But it's Taraji. She's a famous black person. I don't really support famous black people. Y'all already know that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, she gonna come out here and do whatever the fuck she feel like she got to do. That'll be, you know, that's on her. But we're real big on what they're calling biopics and these biographies and shit like that. And that's cool, but it's just like, you know, we can create so much. I just feel like our minds are so much greater than we show a lot of times, and particularly with entertainment. Our minds are greater than that. You know what I'm saying? I could think of 10 ideas right now off the top of my head that's, you know, that would put the black, would be, whether it be screenwriters, directors, movie companies, production companies. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff that could be happening right now as far as black celebrities are concerned, but they'd rather just make biopics. You know, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Jeremiah Miller says, Rob, do you think we need a movie on the Haitian rebellion? You mean it's already 1804? I mean, I don't know whether you saw that or not, but there's already like a documentary about that as well. I don't think I wouldn't mind a movie about that because that's actually Black victory. I wouldn't mind a movie about that at all. That's some form of victory. Now it's short-lived, a lot shorter than I would have hoped for, but it is Black victory nonetheless. And I would love to, I wouldn't mind a movie like that. Duma S says white people have the cave ages as their greatest accomplishment. What the fuck is the cave ages? You talking about the dark ages? Or what they call sometimes the middle ages? Is that what you're referring to? Black sci-fi would be amazing. We have the minds to do that. Do you mean the dark ages, the one that we don't even learn about in school at all? Those 1,000 years that are looked over for, you know, 1,000 years that just looked over. Like, hey, shit was rough. But they don't look over shit that got nothing to do with black folk. Y'all notice that? They don't look over shit that got nothing to do with us, at least post, they'll, what I'll say, I won't say they won't look over. They'll lie about shit that got to do with us. They'll just skip over a whole 1,000 years for themselves because it's disgusting. The people that they were then, there are remnants of it right now. They don't want you to connect the dots between these dark age savages, nasty, lice infected, living with animals. They don't want you to connect them with these upstanding, reading glasses, doctor in front of their name, smiling, white face. They don't want you to connect the two together. And they damn sure don't want to give credit to how they came out of the Dark Ages. You'll go from incest, goddamn bestiality, goddamn lice, disease, living in squalor, in shit, rape. You go from all of that to William Shakespeare and Leonardo da Vinci came out of here, the Renaissance era. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. How the fuck you just do that? You gonna give me a test on the Renaissance era and Shakespeare, but you ain't gonna talk about King, whoever the fuck was king at the time, and well, there actually was no king. There actually was no king, and that's what they claim that's what caused all the confusion, because I didn't have one white man in position to. Them motherfuckers was disgusting. Still are a lot of them. These savage ways, they don't want you to connect those dots. They don't want to talk about the Moors that brought them out of this squalor, clean these white bitches up, and then start nutting in them. Wow. The Moors was wild for that. They was wild because they didn't keep their foot on the gas. They was a little bit wild for that. They washed the bitch's face, cleaned up this nasty ass, hairy ass, non-bathed pussy, and just start nutting in them. Like, what? Bro, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Moor, sir. The upper echelons, upper tier of black people, according to Moors now, if you talk to them, these are the upper beings of black. They're greater than regular black. They washed these white hoes up, shaved all that nasty ass, blood and bug infested pussy up, and started nutting in them. That's what they did. Taught them arts and sciences and mathematics. They treated their pet real nice. Treat them real nice, the Moors did. A lot of them Moors don't want to talk about that, and that's fine. You know, it is what it is. I know what the Dark Ages was and is, and I don't let white folk forget it. And that's something y'all got to do too. They keep talking to you about white on white crime. You got to bring this, what I'm talking about. We have to know this stuff to bring it up. It's 1,000 years that y'all don't talk about in school. Why? Not 1 year? Do you talk about this? This is literally the Dark Ages because they try to black them out. You don't want to pass them off as middle ages and medieval times. Like, no, motherfucker, they were savages. Nasty. Even when you see movies about them and you see that they clothes clean, that's just for the goddamn movie. That's just for the show. Shit ain't real. They were savages. That's the reality of it. They were fucking savages. And we have to stop allowing them to forgive. That's 1,000 years. Y'all know how long that's not like, even when we look at slavery, it lasted for 400 years. And of course, we can argue that it lasted for 400 plus years based on some of the little bullshit that happened afterward with black laws, Jim Crow, and shit like that. Hell, even now, honestly, you can argue that it's still going on right now with new slavery and gentrification and, you know, getting denied business loans and getting kicked out of jobs and things like that. 1,000 years is a very significant amount of time that they kindly don't mention to you. They'll talk to you about you being a slave sometimes, and they really want you to forget that, but they'll speak that in pride. Oh, you was a slave. Well, oh, motherfucker, you were a savage. And if you look closely enough at yourself, you'll see that these savage ways are still in you right now. So don't let them call you a slave, disrespect you, disrespect your people without putting things into perspective, what they were for 1,000 years on their own free will. We were forced into a situation of slavery. They chose to be degenerate. They chose to rape their own fucking women. They chose to rape their children. They chose all of those things, all of those habits. They chose to be nasty as fuck. If you get a chance to do any research on how the sewer system even came into play, it'll explain to you how they lived. The sewer system, these motherfuckers was shit in the street, piss in the street. Nothing for them to do that. That's how they lived. That's why they had plagues and shit run all through there. All these diseases that they came and brought over here to the Native Americans. Them diseases came because the motherfuckers lived in bullshit. Literally, a lot of times. Pig shit, really. They was real fond of pigs. Goats and shit. They would just let them run up all up in the house, you know. You can trace back a lot of their behavior now to the Dark Ages if you wanted to. If you were, you know, if you actually want to do that work, but you have to do the research yourself, because in school, they're teaching you the white lies, you see, to uphold themselves, to make you hail them like many of you do, to make you be ashamed of yourself in front of these motherfucking savages. They want you to be ashamed, so they teach you their white lies, their heroes, their wars, their victories, as they call them, to make you feel inferior to them from the time you're a fucking child. That's the point. That's why the Dark Ages is just an honorable mention, if they even mention it. Because the job of school and what they teach you in school is to make you feel inferior. That's what they're doing. That's what the program is. We gotta stop allowing that shit. That's our fault. Let them know who the fuck they are. When they talking to you about who you are, who they claim you are, you gang member, you black on black crime, when they start trying to talk all that shit to you, well, just sit them down and goddamn, well, let's talk about this then. Let's talk about what a Viking was. Let's talk about, you know, what type of savagery was going on over there. And it's still going on right now. Let's talk about y'all motherfuckers for a little while, since we're going to be on my motherfucking case. We have to not be intimidated to do that. Know the information so they can't run up on you about this. They did that 1,000 years. They don't even count the conditions that they kept black people in on these plantations, not just here in America. Some of the most savage plantations ran in the Caribbean, in South America. Savage for the sugar cane. So y'all motherfuckers, savagery here, like this is all they do. It's all they do. And they want to make you feel bad. They want to make you feel inferior. But that's the whole point. And that's why y'all scared of white folk now. That's why you don't want to say nothing. That's why you're scared of what they're going to say to you, what they're going to call you, how they're going to look at you. All of that is embedded in your mind, and it's been there since your ass entered goddamn kindergarten. That's what it was for. That's what it does. And particularly if your parents are cowering to white people their whole lives too. That's what it's for. To make you feel the way you feel when you challenge white folk. It's the whole point of it. We gotta break away from that shit. We gotta break away from that shit. Oh, we ain't even gonna talk about the Roman Catholic Church. Black Winter said Pope's still in charge of spreading diseases, nothing new on this. We won't even talk about the Roman Catholic Church. That'll be a whole nother hour I can go in on these motherfuckers, what they did with religion. Again, make sure when these motherfuckers start running their mouth and talking to you, one, you look within yourself, lift your goddamn head up. First of all, that's the first thing black folk need to do. Lift your up. This is you. This is us now. You know, okay, you know, waiting on white folk to pat us on our head, let us know we doing good. Okay. We need to lift our goddamn heads up and look these motherfuckers in their goddamn eyes. That's the first thing we need to do. Well, we still ain't doing that yet. I know we talk about, if you look back in history, if you look at white folk in the eyes, they might fuck around and lynch you. That was a sign of disrespect to white folk. They'll run around and lynch you. More savagery. Sick motherfuckers. More savagery. But that's the first thing black people need to do. And I'm not saying that just as an actuality. I'm saying even in our minds, our subconscious minds, and our black pride. Our black pride sitting inside of us like this, because this is where we keep it. This is all we got. This is where it is. Even if you want to say something, you don't. If you want to, you know, speak out on something, you don't. You're scared. This is where inside of you is like this. We need to get our shit to at least, you start here. Look at these motherfuckers in the eyes and be like, hell fucking no. Let's talk about you. Or you don't want to talk about you, right? But we too scared to even do that. We too busy telling other black people, such as myself and other black people that do this shit, to shut the fuck up. A black person will tell another black person to shut the fuck up before they would even dare say anything to a white person. A black person will trust the word of a white person, white literature, white doctors. They'll trust them before they'll trust their own people. Will tell you to shut the fuck up. Will tell me that I'm spreading racism before they say anything to the motherfuckers who really spreaded racism, who came up with the idea of racism, won't even talk to them. Perpetuating and passing it down. You see videos every day, motherfuckers, you know, little white bitches, white dudes, and all this shit getting on goddamn videos, you know, calling black people niggers and all that shit. You see all this shit. They won't say shit to them. Won't say nothing to them, but they'll talk to me and you, because black people feel comfortable going ham on each other. That's our comfort zone. That's a problem. That's a matter of pride. That's how I know we're proudest people. That's what's going on. We got to find that shit inside of us and quit bullshit. It's 2018. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. I don't give a fuck. I'm not about to pardon anybody that's deciding to be a fucking coon. That's a choice. That's a choice that's being made. That's a fucking choice. And it's sad. Nuke says you got to give the sleep white knowledge for them to believe, and they won't even believe it if it's too hard. I've seen videos where white folk even come out here. Their own doctors and stuff. Their own priests, their own preachers. They'll come out here and tell people that white folk done jacked the story of Jesus, stole it, jacked it, used it for money. They can tell black folk that black folk are they still won't even listen to him when he say that. They won't listen to white folk then. That's how deep that's how deep the brainwashing is. It depends on what you get even the white folk to say to black folk. Because if it's something about Jesus, you might as well forget it. You can have your quote unquote woke ass white pastor if you want to. Come out here, might have said fuck the church. Out here telling the truth now. Black folk won't even listen to him. Some of that shit too is too deep to even reach it. Even white folk can't reach it. Because I done seen videos like that. I done seen videos like that. And it's deep. Somebody said Proud Mary was good. That's the movie with Taraji in it, right? I see some people saying they was going to go watch Proud Mary. I haven't seen it, though. I have not seen it. Mad love Linda Galloway. We're showing the brother some love. I think it's good. I mean, if that's something that young black girls are going to go watch, just like they went and saw Hidden Figures in large number, if it's something that's going to, you know, instill some pride into black girls, most definitely, I'm all for it. They're talking about actually remaking, what's the character Pam Grier played? The black, God damn it. Pam Grier was somebody. They're talking about remaking that. She was somebody. They're talking about remaking that. Jackie Brown, Foxy Brown, whatever Brown it was. They're talking about doing something with that too. I want to see that because I want to see an afroed, natural black woman be a fucking beast and go ham on motherfuckers. And I'm going to tell you what I want them to do. Because a lot of times when they do Foxy Brown, a lot of times when they do black women in action movies, it's not like, you know, you watch something like John Wick 2 or something like that. John Wick, motherfucking John Wick with the as far as action and shooting motherfuckers up and going ham, you don't see women go ham like that, and particularly black women in the like. I want to see a black woman in a movie going the fuck off, like going off ham. Can't nobody touch her, and when she gets shot, it bounce off. It don't matter. She's protected. It's doing nothing to her, and she's going fucking ham. That's what I want to see. That'll get me juiced up. That'll get me juiced the fuck. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about a black woman that got some, you know, tactics, done been trained in the woods, and something happened to her. God damn it. Something happened to her. Somebody said Colombiana. She didn't have a fro. Understand what I'm asking for. Understand what I'm asking for. Like, Colombiana was, she was ham. She still ain't ham like these men be in these movies. She ain't James Bond ham. She ain't ham like that. Still. Colombiana went in, but she ain't got the, I'm talking about, you know, afroed out, you know, not necessarily over sexualizing herself. I don't want to see that. Where she got to be out here with her titties out and Daisy Dukes on. I don't really want to see that. I want to see somebody about that life. I wouldn't mind seeing that. And also, I wouldn't mind seeing a black woman in a position of power within politics that's not hoeing herself out. I wouldn't mind seeing that too. Whether it be a political show or even, I think about the show Suits. It has a character, or it had a character, a black woman on there, Jessica Pearson, who looks like, I might be wild for this, but Jessica Pearson, the character, I don't know her real fucking name, but her character looks like the mom from the Cleveland Show to me. I don't know why. But either way, I loved her character. She was in a position of power. She ran shit. You know what I'm saying? And would cuss a motherfucker out. Didn't take no shit. And didn't have to fuck all the white men in the firm to get in position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see shit like that. I want Taraji to go somewhere and make a movie like that. I mean, again, not knocking the story of Emmett Till, but I want to see some shit like that. That's what I want. A female Blade would be Cove. I'm going to tell y'all what they did one time, though. I'm going to tell y'all what they did one time. You remember, God damn it, Vampire in Brooklyn, Eddie Murphy. Had Angela Bassett in there. She fucked around and got the power to be a vampire or whatever, even though they made her one of them ugly vampires, like where her face had to be all fucked up. Blade was smooth. He was a goddamn daywalker. This nigga was, they whisper about him when he came through the scene. I wouldn't mind seeing some shit like that. A black woman being some type of vampire or something like that. You even got the white bitch that plays in Underworld. That white bitch tries to go ham in Underworld. I want to see a black character like that, man. I want to see that shit. Because they'll have a white bitch in there kicking black vampires' asses. So clearly they can make them. I want to see a whole movie like that. Cynthia, you said there's a movie with Gabrielle Union, but she doesn't have an afro. What movie is that? Where she's going ham, where I'm the type of ham I'm talking about. Because I ain't talking about a little bit ham. I'm talking about ham. I'm talking about full-blown ham. The Daywalker. Some of y'all remember Blade. The Daywalker was a beast. They wasn't ready for him. Okay, I never seen Deliver Us from Eva. Is that the name of the movie? Or no? Okay, Cynthia, you said it hasn't came out yet. I want to see. I mean, if they come out with some shit, that where a black woman's going ham, I can respect it. I ain't seen it where she's like just the whole movie. Like, I don't know how many action movies y'all watch. And maybe women don't watch a lot of action movies, but these white men on these action movies, they go ham from beginning to end. I don't give a damn if it's Jack Reacher, Mission Impossible, goddamn 007. They are going ham for the whole movie. They on a goddamn mission. They on a goddamn mission. Okay, it's called Breaking In. Okay. I ain't seen Breaking In. I don't know nothing about Breaking In yet. But I'm ready. Shit. I am ready. And I can't really see it. I can't really see the full-blown ham based on a trailer. I have to see the whole movie. So I would have to actually watch Breaking In. Which, I mean, I don't have a problem with Gabrielle Union. I don't have a problem with her. But I'm gonna tell you what made Denzel, not Denzel. Well, Denzel was actually, he's in had movies where he went ham the whole goddamn movie as well. But what makes some of these guys nice as fuck, because they do martial arts training in real life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them be about that life for real. A lot of them be about that life for real. Wow, Adrian OG. You said they need to do a movie like A Long Kiss Goodnight with a black woman. A lot of people don't even remember Long Kiss Goodnight. They don't know nothing about it. It was a character in Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm gonna tell you how I remember this shit too. It was a guy in the name Mr. Perkins, and there was a woman I used to go in this store, and I told her my name one time. She looked at my ID and she said Perkins, like Mr. Perkins, off of Long Kiss Goodnight. I was like, yeah, I guess so. I never thought about it like that. Because I think it was a black. Who was it in? Was it Sam Jack that played this character? I don't know. But she used to every time I came in the store, she got Mr. Perkins every time. But Long Kiss Goodnight was ham. But that was one of them ones where she had got MK Ultra, then had the training and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit started coming back to her because they started fucking with her. And she went ham the whole fucking movie, even on ice skates. The entire movie. Ham. Ham. Y'all, I'm about to get the fuck off here. I done went on about 10:30 on them. Y'all don't remember Xena. Fab, look, y'all naming movies now. Y'all getting me. Some of y'all acting like y'all remember some shit that I remember. And I fuck with that. I fuck with that hard. I fuck with that. I remember Xena. Goddamn warrior princess. Fuck out of here. But I do remember the movie. But I am about to get the fuck up off here, y'all. I do want to say mad love to everybody that came through here. Spend some time with me. Show the brother some love. Y'all click the like button. Click the share button. Subscribe to my other channels. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me everywhere. Links is all in the description box. I'll be chopping this video down, uploading it to my main channel. Some parts of it, I'll be chopping it down and putting it on my main channel. But I do want to show mad love to everybody for showing me love and participating in this conversation, because that's what we need to do. We need to have conversation that awaken the minds of the people. That's what we out here to do. That's what all this shit is about, is having conversations to awaken the mind of the people so we can get some shit done. All right. Mad love, y'all. I will see y'all next week. It's your motherfucking mans and them. I'm out.